Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I have my very first Q&A right here on YouTube. So I went onto Instagram in my stories and I asked my people what questions would you like me to answer, because I've never done that here on YouTube. So I was brave enough to ask you guys because I was also quite scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh Jesus, what am I signing myself up for? But I was like, okay, let them ask me whatever they want to ask me, and I shall try my best to answer them as honest as possible. Right. So if you are interested as to one of the few questions that I have, please do stay tuned. Oh, one last thing guys, before I actually get started, I'd like to say a huge thank you for over 5,000 subscribers, guys. I was like, you know what guys, I never actually keep tabs on my subscribers, which is a bad thing, but now I'm back. I'm on it like a bad rash. So thank you so much guys for 5,000 subscribers, and I have like a giveaway, not like a competition, but more of a giveaway at the end of the video. So if you really want to know what should pop in, then I guess you should watch the video till the end. Okay, let's go. So now, because I'm using my phone to record, so I wrote them down here in my old diary. So the people that ask the questions, I'll put your handles as I ask you a question, your name is gonna come up on the screen. So at Minenzo_WV ask, how does one get a job at MAC? And the second question is, more or less, how much do you need to purchase a full range of makeup from MAC Cosmetics? So the first question I will answer in depth, as I said in my Instagram stories, that I have a whole video next week of how to get a job at MAC. And the second part of the answer is that, okay, so for example, MAC does not have kits. You know, there are no kits, not that I know of, because I've worked there before, not that I know of, but what you can do is that you can make up your own kit. We will always advise that you could make up your own kit. I mean, you can buy foundations, powders, eyeliners, lipsticks, eyeshadow, a brow pencil, brow sticks, but it's up to you. So it can come up to 5,000 rand, it can come up to 4,000 rand. So it's always, and it's only dependent on how much your budget is and how many products you would like. So you can build up a kit. You can buy a kit for 2,000 rand, you can buy a kit for 5,000 rand, damn, you can buy a kit for 25,000 rand. It's really up to you, but yeah, so you can make that up. I hope I answered your question. Next question comes from Kariri_M, and she asks, how long did it take for you to perfect your makeup skills on other people? Also, what advice do you have for upcoming makeup artists like me? And last one says, okay, last one, not a question, but I really like your personality. You're so fun and such a good person, and God bless you, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So how long did it take for me? I think it took for me about, I mean, makeup is an ongoing thing. I don't think you can actually be like as perfect as possible. So I would say when I started working at MAC, but before then, you kind of have to practice on other people. You know, you can do yourself, but it's something else to do other people. So I would say it took me about 3 to 6 months to actually do really good makeup on other people, just as I do it on myself, because it's actually difficult to do someone else than it is to do yourself. And the second part of the question, what do you have advice? Practice. If you want to be a makeup artist, my only advice, and I mean, I've asked other makeup artists, all they say is practice, and more practice. That's how you get better at it. Practice on yourself, and especially practice on other people, because if you're a makeup artist, I believe that you should be able to, you know, do other people as well. So this one comes from at Zuri November, says, you gave me such priceless advice when I needed it. So my question is this: what advice would you give other boys like us who want to do this complex YouTube or makeup thing, and how can they own it the way you have? I always say, man, be yourself, you know, honestly, just be yourself, and know what works for you and know what doesn't work for you, right? So something might work for someone else, but might not necessarily work for you. So always work around you, because at the end of the day, when you come into a place like YouTube, we come to you, you know? Yes, I mean, there's so many makeup people, or like makeup is so saturated, but there's a reason why we come to your platform, because maybe you can explain things that work for you, and maybe there are other people that can relate to you. Then that's how it works. Like, do you at all times, yes, get inspiration and aspiration from other people, but always, absolutely do you at all times. And how did I become confident? I don't know, man. I just sit here and be myself. I never grew up wanting to be anything else but myself. So yeah, just be yourself. I know it's overrated and it's so cliche and everybody says it, but damn, man, it works. Girl, I've done that all my life. All my life, I tell you. I've just been me. If you, it will always show through, I believe. So yeah. Next question. Next question comes from _Prudy. What's your advice on how to avoid cakey makeup and recommend pore eraser primer? So okay, for pore eraser primer, I would recommend definitely the MAC Natural Radiance Primer, and also the one from Benefit. I think it's called Pore Perfectional or something. Pore Fiction or something. If you go to Benefit and ask for like I think it's called Pore Professional. Yeah, so that's called Professional. I love those. They literally fill up the pores. And also this one from Maybelline, I forget, guys. I need to do like a favorite so I can show you. I forgot this one by Maybelline. It also works. It's a bomb. It's the bomb, right? And then advice on how to avoid cakey makeup. Blend. You always want to blend your makeup. Blend to the gods. Blend to the heavens. Blend and use a setting spray, guys. If you are cakey, use setting spray. That's how I've always done that, and I was taught because I'm self-taught, so I've been taught by other makeup artists is to use a setting spray that definitely help your makeup to be less cakey. So this one comes from TT_Walaza. The most drunk moment you will never forget. Firstly, now this is a roommate of mine who's asking me this question, so obviously he knows all my dirty, dark ass secrets. I don't. Let me think. I don't. I've had so many, guys, to be quite honest. I've had so many. I can't pinpoint, but there's one where, for example, so on a Friday I'd go, because I'm in visits at prom, so I'd go to prom for starters, and then I'd go back to Reyes. I lived at Parktown. Now, and then when I got to Reyes, I went to my roommate's room, and he had a visitor, obviously, and we drank some more wine. So, and by the time that we had to go out to the club, I was already drunk, to a point where they actually recorded a video of me. I was really drunk, but I also wanted to go to the club. And then the rest, I don't know. Actually, maybe you should comment down below. Actually, that's my challenge to you. How's about you? Maybe comment down below and just comment one of them, because clearly I don't remember. Next. This one comes from Olivia_Makubani. Are you in a relationship? Yeah, with myself, yeah. With God, absolutely. I mean. Oh, you mean like a relationship, like a romantic relationship? No. This question comes from Ashia_Koza. Guys, please forgive me because some of them I can't pronounce, but I'll put them on the screen. What's your ideal guy? My ideal guy is absolutely dark, absolutely intelligent, absolutely a bit of successful. Well, success and ambition, you should have all of those. You have to have absolutely nice teeth. You need to have a sense of humor, and you need to be shy. I'm into shy guys. Like, believe you me, the guy has to be shy. Mainly because I feel like I have a very huge personality. And people that are usually drawn towards me, and the people that I'm drawn towards too, shy and down to earth. I keep back in monopatang because I'm a lot already. So yeah, and I mean, I always say I don't have a type, but we actually do have types, guys. Like I say I don't have a type, but obviously I do have a type. I mean, you know your type, but I don't like saying I have a type because it's like, if you're not dark and you're not tall, then maybe no, it's not like that. So I like what I like, but obviously I have my own preference. Yeah. So I hope I answered your question, my love. Next question comes from J_L_. Is dating or talking to multiple people good necessary if you're single, or should you just keep to yourself and hope you meet that one? I'm not understanding quite exactly what you're saying here, but I think maybe so you're asking if you're not dating someone, like if you're not particularly taken, then you're single, then you can see a lot of people. I say yes, because I mean, you just want to filter them down. Maybe this one's got bullshit, maybe, so try them all at once if you can. If you can, boo. If you can, boo, then try. I say keep them open and don't tell the other one. I'm not promoting a ube like a sperm, but keep your options open, girl. Next comes from Nomhle Mokwana. Says, how was your childhood and upbringing, and how did you disclose your sexuality to your parents? What was their initial reaction? Oh, that's a good one. So I have a story. So I grew up with my mom and my dad, so they're both married. And then when I was in grade 7, they got divorced, and my dad moved to KZN. But at the time, obviously, I didn't come out like as in like, okay, I came out. But my mom always instilled like confidence in me. I was always this confident. In grade 1, I was this confident. My whole life, basically, I was this confident. I don't remember myself not being as confident as I am right now, because my mom has always told me, you're beautiful, you're worthy, or whatever. So now my mom didn't know that, when our parents didn't know this gay thing or whatever. So I remember how she found out, and my dad, was that my mom came to a school meeting. I went to an art school, so my clarinet teacher was concerned about me because a friend of mine was going through shit. So now, I was concerned about my friend, and our teacher was concerned about me. So my teacher was like to my mom, oh no, yeah, Mogezi is a wonderful gay boy. I am just wondering if so my friend, my teacher was like, Mogezi is a really nice gay boy, and I'm so concerned. Mom was like, what? You said my son is what? Gay? And my teacher was like, what do you mean? Are you telling me you... She was so confused. So now she was Afrikaans. So she was so confused. She was like, your mom doesn't know. You're so flamboyant. So she was like, oh, you don't know that your son is gay? And mom was like, no. And so I was sitting with them in the meeting. But then when I came out... So I'm wondering why my mom keeps on saying, oh, I love you, and she keeps on hugging me or whatever. So now the next day, my teacher didn't tell us. She's like, no, Mogezi, I was speaking to your mom at the meeting. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. And she's like, yeah, and she didn't know that you were gay. I'm like, what? She's like, no. I'm so sorry if I offended you or anything. I was like, no, girl. You actually did me a favor. Well, I was never scared to speak to my mom about it, but she never asked, and it's just like, us black people, guys, it's just like, okay, she's a liberal, but I don't know how she couldn't see it, but I was like, she did me a huge favor. So that's how my parents actually found out, and today they are amazing. Like, my dad also knows, and she was like, so he was like, I hear you this thing, what is this thing? What's a gay? Because I hear that you're a gay. I'm like, I'm done here. So yeah, that was basically it. Today now my mom wants my whole lipstick, she wants all my foundation, she wants all my hair, and that's history. So yeah, that's basically my upbringing. Okay, the next one comes from Samgela or Samgelo VE. Asks, how do I get my lashes to curl perfectly when putting mascara? Mine always fan out in different directions. I tried cutting them thinking they will grow with a nice curl. No, girl, it's not gonna work. So all our lashes grow in a specific way. So some people have like lashes that are too curly. Some people have straight lashes. Some people have like normally lashes like I do. So so they just curl, but not all the way, right? There's nothing you can do. All you can do is probably get some eyelash curler, try to curl them downward instead of upwards. So if you have straight lashes, you want to curl them upwards. If you've got too curly lashes, you want to curl them downwards with your curler, right? So that's a point number one. Number two, you should get a mascara that is more suitable for your lashes. Like for example, there's a mascara by MAC called Extended Play Giga Black Lash, which is like amazing for short curly lashes because the brush is just so thin. The bristles are very thin and they can go into each and every hair. So it just depends on a kind of lashes. Like you were saying right now that you have too curly lashes, I'd say look for a mascara that would help. Go into a beauty parlor, a beauty department or whatever, and ask them to help you find the perfect mascara for your lashes, because keep on cutting them, girl, it's not going to help because they grow in a certain way. So you just need to deal with it accordingly. Okay, I hope that helps. Next question comes from Rahiwa_Tabane. I couldn't stress how oily my skin is. I can honestly leave my skin after washing with probably Ariel washing powder, and it will somehow find its way to moisturize itself in less than 2 seconds. And the second question is, what do you suggest I go about my makeup application and basic recommended products in terms of long wear that will be in terms of long wear that will be in terms of so that your makeup wears longer. So now, washing your skin with something that will keep it very dry will not help your situation, especially with people that are very oily. I learned this the hard way because I used to think, like for example, Pond's, I wanted my skin to be so matte and dry. No. So what you need to do is to get a cleanser or even a moisturizer that is for oily skin. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I've tried that. You need to, even if you're dry or even if you're oily, and trust me guys, you are better off oily than dry. So what you need to do is you have to moisturize your skin anyway, right? But you need to use primers and makeup that are like oil controlling. Like for example, Double Wear from Estee Lauder is amazing. Amazing when it comes to oily skin. Like I love Double Wear when it comes to oily skin. And also use primers, and also you want to use a primer that's got glycerin, because glycerin acts like glue, especially if you've got oily skin. If you could get a primer that's got some glycerin in it, I promise you. Silicone, it's a bit tricky when it comes to silicone because it works in some people and some other people it doesn't work. So you have to find the balance between that. But generally glycerin, I've noticed that your makeup does stick longer, and also you have to use powder. I feel like if you're oily, it helps your makeup application. And generally, people that are oily generally do have textured skin. I'm not saying everyone who's oily has got textured skin, but if you are of an oily skin, you probably have textured skin. And I say lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of mattifying powder is going to help you. So I got this chick from a colleague of mine who was oily skin, so she used less foundation and a lot of powder, and it works. Like it aged beautiful on her skin. Amazing. Like the Studio Fix powder, absolutely love that powder, for example. But then definitely use a lot of powder. And I hope that helps, because I know a lot of people with oily skin would do better with this. I need to touch on this properly at some other time, but I hope that helps you right here. I'm searching like a pig. From Lucia_Chehelo. What advice would you give a person who wants to be a makeup artist but is not confident? Number 2, what's the biggest lesson you've learned? The biggest lesson I've learned, number 1, is you have to listen. You have to listen, and you have to understand color when it comes to makeup. Don't panic when you don't understand color. I mean, just keep on, improving and playing out with color, but you always, as a makeup artist, you always have to listen to your customer or your client, or even to yourself and your intuition. You have to. You have to listen. That's my biggest lesson, number one. And your first question is that, what advice? Oh, practice, practice, practice. And the only way you can be confident is if you practice. Practice makes you confident. That's my advice. So confidence, how do you improve confidence? You have to practice. And number two, what's the biggest lesson you've learned? Listening. Okay, and the last question comes from Sindelo_A. Why are you scarce? Life has been real. But I hope I'm back now. This was the last question. Unfortunately, I couldn't answer everyone, but I got a few questions that were kind of related to other people's questions. Thank you so much for watching this video, and the big giveaway is that I will do someone's makeup absolutely for free if you're based in Joburg. So this is how the competition is going to work. You need to comment down below of a person you think deserves, or if you think you deserve, tell me why you want it. And probably this is for people that are graduating, because I know graduation is coming up, graduation season is coming up soon in March, especially for a lot of universities here in Joburg. So if you think you're deserving, tell me why, and make sure that you do follow me on Instagram and you are subscribed to my channel, because I will see. Tell me why under comment down below, and one of you I will announce on the 15th of March who the winner is. Yeah, so if you'd like to enter the competition, or you know someone who's going to go to graduation soon, please leave it down below. Yeah, thank you so much for your love and support, and I am so grateful. And you know what we always say, please like, comment and subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and until next time, I hope to see you soon, God willing. Bye.